Okay, moving on. We're going to learn something new. I just want you to try it out yourself and see what it looks like. So put the HR tag at the end of H2. The HR tag is for horizontal lines. So if you do it, what should happen is that you see a horizontal line underneath the sentence. So we placed it right after Online Coding Bootcamp, and there we have it. We'll learn how to style horizontal lines later, but that's a very simple trick you've learned right away. Okay, so we're going to do a little styling of text. So basically center a line, bold, italize, underline, and then we can learn how to do images as well. Okay, so to center a line, a text, almost like when you're using Microsoft Word to put the text in the center, we need to wrap the center tag around whichever text it is. So if I want the first paragraph to be in the center, I would open the center tag before the first paragraph, brackets, and close it after the center paragraph. Brackets makes things easy, so it types it out easily for you. Note that center is ER and not RE. Alright, see ER and not RE. So let's see how that affects everything else. So we center aligned the first paragraph in. There we have it. Using the center tag, aligns it to the center. We'll do a little more alignment with CSS as we move on. Also, let's say we want to make a word bold. So I want to make this HTML here bold. We need to wrap the bold tag around the word. The command for bold is B, so I would put the B tag before HTML and close it after HTML and save, so we see if that had any effect. So you realize that HTML here is bold, so I put the B tag before HTML and after HTML. Now if I had put the B tag at the end of the paragraph, the whole text would have been boldened. So let's try that. So let's try that and see how that works. So instead of closing the bold tag here, I could have done it here. You realize that the whole paragraph is boldened. Great. So we learned how to make bold certain things. Aside bold, you can use strong. It works just as fine. So if I don't want to use the B tag, I can use the strong tag, which is the same as the B tag. That has the same effect. Yep, same effect. Okay. If I want to italize, I use the command I. So let's italize these words. I want to italize the word drawing. There we have it. So save. I use the tag I, live preview, and then pretty simple, drawing has been italized. You can also use EM for emphasis. So instead of I, you use the tag EM. Let's do that. Let's wrap the EM tag around defining. So around defining, we put the EM tag before and close it after. Save and then live preview. you realize that that's the same thing to the word defining. Okay, so if you want to underline a word, you use the tag U. It's very simple here. So assuming I want to underline the first paragraph, I can use the tag U before and close it after. Save, preview, and the line is underlined. So it's pretty simple. Okay, let's move on to images. How do I add an image to my website? Now with images, there's certain things you need to know. First off, we're going to talk about the formats of images. So we have JPG. We have JPG, which is the normal type of pictures we have. Almost every picture you see is in JPG. We have PNG. PNG has a transparent background. So pictures with transparent background are PNGs, which is mostly logos. And then we have GIFs. GIFs are animations. Recently we have SVGs as well, but we'll normally be using the first three. You need to know the format of your picture or your image before you use it. So you normally check the properties of an image and it tells you what format your picture is in. Okay, so let's go straight. Okay, so the command for images is img, and it has an attribute src, which normally tells you the source of the image. So like I mentioned initially, we're letting the web browser display certain content we allow it to display. So you're giving it permission to pick that content and display it. So the source is where exactly it's going to find the picture, and what we use is the name of the picture. So if the name of your picture is Adjoa, you type Adjoa and then you put a dot. So if the name of your picture is Adjoa, you type Adjoa and then you add a dot and then the type or the format of the image. So it's JPG or PNG, you add it and then you close it like that. Now I don't have any image called Adjoa, so if I open up my website, it won't show this image. You also have to make sure that the image is in the same folder as your HTML file. So if you saved your brackets file, your HTML file in a folder, make sure that the image is in the same folder to make it easy to locate.